Bitcoin at $107,000 level. Bulls are in control. Bulls are strong. Momentum is strong. But they must deliver. The price must deliver according to how the bulls are strong. Is this euphoria? These are many more questions we'll be asking ourselves and we'll be answering in this video and the content I have for you today. My name is Opi. I'm a prop trader from HashEdge, and I'm here to answer questions like this, make you much more smarter and a better investor and trader, so you take advantage of price action and make money from this highly volatile market. We are here every day showing up, giving you content like this. Like and subscribe, pay attention, and show up every day, and you will become rich. Let's just jump right into the charts, and we look at the weekly charts and what is the chart telling us. It's been obvious we are on a very strong bullish momentum. We have had about 6 different candles on the weekly chart showing bullish momentum to the upside. But the question now remains, will this continue? Because if you look at history, you can see after normally we have 6 strong candles, 6, 7 strong candles, we tend to get exhausted after that. So are we reaching euphoria where we are getting exhausted? Looking at the RSI on the weekly, we look to be approaching the overbought territory. Going down to the daily, where the RSI will be much more accurate and much more relevant for us, you can see we are approaching the overbought territory, or we are even getting above it. And you can see on the daily, if you watch my video yesterday, I was stating we wanted the daily to close above the $105,000 levels, which we did. And that shows us there's a very, very strong momentum, and the bulls are back in control and taking over the market and pushing the price further and further. So we should be expecting further movement, maybe even for the next 2 days, choppy markets across the board before further movement. So we should be looking for much more catalysts that are going to probably drive the price upward, because we believe next week is the Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas coming up. So that might be another catalyst for an upside movement towards the conference. Before the conference, there's expected to be further movement towards the up there. We are just inches away from the all-time high of 109. So we should be expecting a movement towards this upside in the near term, and for the bulls to push the price towards the all-time high. And if we do that, and when we do that towards the all-time high, that will give us a very good confirmation. So we should be expecting further pullback and people taking profit around the 109. So if the price goes up to 109, we should be expecting a pullback around there. So of course, it will be obvious and it will be very, very necessary and very, very normal to see a lot of shorts to be piling up above $109,000 if we push way above that into the 110, 111, 112. So once we get that and we see that a lot of shorts piling in, we should expect a pullback in the near term, in the short near term. So that should be expected, and this is what we are watching on the Bitcoin price. The chart looks bullish, incredibly bullish, and this is what it's telling us. Looking at what other crypto analysts are saying on crypto Twitter, is also saying pretty much the same thing. The bull pennant is breaking out, and is still in play. A new Bitcoin all-time high is very, very near. So the all-time high, according to Crypto Arrows, is around 113, 115, and that is what it's saying. Looking at International, it's also saying pretty much the same thing, and is looking at how this looks similar to the 2017 Bitcoin chart, and showing us a bullish momentum up until, I believe, 113, 112, thereabout. What is Matty Pate also saying? He's also using the Wyckoff phase and accumulation, saying that Bitcoin is going up until 120, 125 by June. In June. So this is quite interesting that everybody is saying and drawing charts predicting a bullish momentum. But looking at the chart, you can see it can't go, of course, in a straight line. So we expect that if it goes up around the $112,000 levels, there should be a slight correction around there before a further pullback to the $120,000 levels. This is what we are looking at, and the chart is really telling us and is really giving us this kind of momentum of this kind of movement. So we should be expecting a movement to the upside, the choppy movement, before we further pull to the upside on Bitcoin's chart. So that is quite interesting. Looking at Ethereum, which is looking also incredibly bullish right now, you see the daily candle also is showing a very big bullish momentum. Of course, we are always aware that Ethereum moves in tandem, slower than Bitcoin. So we should see anything that is really happening on the Bitcoin chart should be happening later on the Ethereum chart. So looking at the parallel channel and drawing that quickly on Ethereum, you can see Ethereum has just literally started its own breakout from the parallel channel, which Bitcoin has already done some days ago. So this is what Ethereum is saying, and we can see that Ethereum is now following Bitcoin's price action. So you should expect Ethereum to pull above the 2,700 or $2,800 levels. Once we get into that zone, that will be incredibly bullish. We still see there's a lot of room upside before even getting into overbought territory on the RSI on Ethereum chart. So we should be expecting Ethereum to move up in the near term. So we should be looking at a take profit level of around 2,700 or $2,800 levels for Ethereum. So that's looking very, very bullish. Nothing really pointing to the downside right now. Bulls are in control and they are dictating the market, and the bears can sit at the back of the class, no problem. Right now, this is what is going on. They have to pay attention and they have to listen to what the bulls are saying, because the bulls are back in town. Looking at SUI's chart, you can also see a bullish momentum also forming, and a strong bullish chart also forming, and we seem to still be approaching the resistance we have around $3.99 levels. So we look at the close of the day of the bullish candle, of the daily candle, of what is going to be happening around these levels. If we can push above this resistance and close the daily candle above $3.9 levels, that shows bullish momentum for SUI, and I'll be expecting SUI, once we can close this resistance of $3.9 and confirm that resistance and turn it into support, I will be entering a long here towards the $4, $5, $6 levels, and that's where I will be taking profit there. $4. So I will be looking for a first take profit around $4.02 levels before further movement, and once that confirms, we'll be looking for another take profit at $4.09. Looking at the RSI, we still look way under the zone, so we are not even overbought territory at all. So this shows a credible upside for SUI. So SUI is a trade I'll be taking more likely. In Bitcoin, I wouldn't necessarily want to take any trade right now on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin looks like it has done its move, and it will be unwise for me to enter any kind of trade on Bitcoin. As for Ethereum, looks very, very prime to enter a trade on Ethereum. So Ethereum and SUI are bullish, are showing bullish indicators that I should enter a trade, and looking primed and calling for a trade right now. Looking at the parallel channel on SUI just seems to be breaking out of this channel, so we see a lot of upside for SUI too. So this is showing incredible bullish trend for SUI and Ethereum. So SUI and Ethereum are two trades I'll be watching very, very closely for a possible entry and for good entries for us. And when we get into the trade, we'll be indicating and alerting those who follow this channel keenly, and we are looking to make money from that. So let's just move into the fear and greed index. You can see that we are at the $70 levels. Yesterday we were at 71, so we have come down a little bit from that. Looking at the crypto bubbles at the altcoin markets from an overall and overview perspective and bigger picture perspective. You can see that there's a lot more green than red in the market, a lot of altcoins, but what stands out is a lot of meme coins. So it's very, very clear to us, meme coins are here to stay. Meme coins is going to rule the day, and most importantly, we can make money from meme coins. Looking at what is going on, Americans is being reported that 80% of Americans support diversifying US gold reserves into Bitcoin. So a lot of people are yearning for Bitcoin. So of course, when you talk about America, we are just talking about the hegemon of the world, and that gives us an insight into what other countries are also thinking and also doing, because of course, America is the world leader in mostly in technology and all of that. Of course, you can also go into different narratives to argue about China and all of that, but we get the point. The main narrative and the main point to take from that is American lifestyle, American and also that's where the majority of the money is, and majority of technology and majority of lifestyle is based from America. So no matter what, you can't really argue with that. So based on that, it's used to look at the ripple effect that is happening all over the world, and this is what is happening. Then you can just go to the other news we have, which is just indicating to us our three charts that we just did today, which is SUI, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Are blockchains are the first to integrate with Microsoft Fabric, providing developers with real-time blockchain data. So you can see this is why we are looking at these three different charts and these different projects, because they are very, very good projects, layer ones, and strong fundamentals, strong technical analysis, and looking at the charts, strong price action movements, looking that the bulls are in control, and we can take advantage of what is going on together with fundamental, technical, and everything. This all culminate together to give us much more, make us better traders, make us better risk managers to take trades and make money from this market. So we'll be looking at SUI and Ethereum. Those are two. Once I get into a trade and I create my position and I open my positions, I will keep you guys in alert. So stay tuned and follow this channel and follow every update, because time sensitive, everything is time sensitive, and time is of the essence, so that you take advantage of the trade, so that we are in the trade together and we make money together. That's why I'm here, showing up every day to give you alpha, to give you technical analysis, and to make you a better trader. See you tomorrow. This is Zero to Ferrari. Goodbye.